Welcome to Fantastic Plastic. Look at all the coolest action figures coming your way. Trick or Treat Studios, who primarily produce horror masks and pins, announced they are going to produce a new line of Toxic Crusader figures. The figures will be sculpted by Verna Studios, who created the original figures for Playmates, as well as countless Turtles figures back in the day. The range will start with a larger, more detailed version of Toxie, and onto the other original figures in the line. If the line is a success, there are plans to produce the versions of the unreleased second wave figures, as well as unproduced concepts such as Splatosaurus. Super 7 have recreated countless franchises in their reaction line of figures in the classic Star Wars G.I. Joe 3 3/4 inch scale. One of the coolest new additions are some obscure Simpsons characters. Several episodes have featured clips of a fictional action movie called McBain, and Super 7 have the characters from that very movie. Two different versions of McBain, his partner Scully, and arch nemesis Mendoza. Super 7 have also just released reaction figures for Who Framed Roger Rabbit, namely Roger himself, his wife Jessica, Judge Doom, and two of the Weasels. Other recent additions include Star Trek The Next Generation, Hip Hop Legends Run DMC, and the fifth wave of Transformers. Super 7 also have their own franchise called The Worst, a series of characters from the Wouldn't That Be Cool field of thought. Usually featured in the reaction line and other merchandise, now they've started creating ultimate editions of the characters, and Wave 2 looks pretty sweet, featuring a robotic Reaper and a skeletal Knight. Anybody who's seen any of my previous videos will know that I'm partial to an AEW figure. Unrivaled Series 10 will feature Andrade, Britt Baker, Miro, Taz, which is the first time a manager or commentator has been featured in the line, Wardlow and Jake Hager. While Series 11 will include Adam Cole, Jungle Boy, husband and wife duo Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford, Darby Allin and Chris Jericho. Meanwhile, Unmatched Series 5 will include Bryan Danielson, Shawn Spears, Red Velvet, Kenny Omega and Sammy Guevara, and in Series 6 we'll see Ruby Soho, Malachi Black, Brody Lee, Santana and Ortiz, as well as the late great Owen Hart. Nacelle, the company behind shows The Toys That Made Us and A Toy Store Near You, have branched out into making toys of their own. They've purchased several forgotten toy lines and look set to revive them all. First up is Roboforce, an early 80s line of robot toys with suction cup bases and extending bendy arms, completely overshadowed by Transformers and GoBots, which were released in the same year. The first toys to get the revamped treatment are Max Steel and Wrecker, with more redesigns to follow. And finally, just announced, Neca are bringing us Wave 2 of the Defenders of the Earth line, this time featuring Mandrake the Magician, Lothar, and Chief Henchman Garax. This has been Fantastic Plastic. Let me know in the comments which toy lines you're excited about.